Hello everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to show how to net boot your PA-RISC workstation using, bootp. I got my workstation today and it doesn't have a CD drive, so I decided to just try to net boot, and it turned out it's not so difficult, yeah? First thing you're going to need is the net boot image from Gentoo. So you go to the download page, go to HPPA and download the image for your platform. Mine is 64-bit, so I download this one and it's quite recent build. Keep it aside for a while. Then you're gonna need a TFTP server. So here what I did was just use the one from my router, but you can use any, yeah? And upload the file here. So I was trying both images just to see what happens, but I upload the 64-bit HPPA netboot image here, and that is all for now. Then what you do, you go to your DHCP server, you create an entry here for the workstation. So you have the MAC address of the network interface, the IP that you want to give it, and you can edit the options. So you're gonna create an IP for it, of course, and then choose a host name. And what you're gonna do is TFTP server, you point to the IP of the server. If you're using the router, then point to it. Enable network boot. The BIOS file name is going to be the name of the file that you uploaded to the server, in the case of the TFTP server of my router, and the path is the path of the FTP server, yeah, where the files are hosted. And this is all you need. For your reference, if you are running your own server and not using a pre-built application appliance like I have, PFSense, you have to edit the DHCP server settings here, and then you just bind to a host the MAC address of your workstation, give it an IP address and a host name. Then the file on the FTP server is going to be this one, the same one I uploaded there in the server. The root path is going to be the folder where the file is, and then you can add a server name or an X server name in case the DHCP server is not the one with the TFTP server. And I don't know why I have file name here twice, but it's working. This GUI not always does a good job yet. But the system reads the file sequentially, and this is basically, it's enough. It's going to read once and process, and not process the second one. That's pretty much it. Then you can turn the workstation on. So to have it working fine, what I did was disable one of the serial ports of the workstation and leave one for the console. So once this finishes, posting, then I'm gonna go behind the workstation, switch the serial cable to the second port, and then I can interact with Linux. Later I found out that I actually don't need to disable one of the serial ports and can leave both up. But I prefer like this because I will need to switch the serial port speed after the system boots up, because I'm getting rubbish output after Linux finishes booting. And if you have any suggestion on how to fix that, let me know in the comments. But for some reason, when I get to the point where I can input data in Linux and actually do the installation, it fails. See here, you can issue BO out because the primary boot is pointed to the hard drive that remains blank, and it's gonna just boot. For some reason, at the end, when I try to input information, I get this gibberish data. I'm hoping I can fix this tonight. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.